Good day, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Yeah, so today we have an interesting topic. Is indicators actually working? Yeah, the answer, or the simplest answer, I'll say yes. So I'll also show you other indicators at the end of this video. So this topic actually, I think people, they always discuss about this, or let's say maybe traders, they always discuss about this topic. But I think maybe since most of them, they don't really have enough of those indicators, or maybe the ones which are good for them, maybe they end up concluding saying that, oh, maybe this thing is not working. It's quite similar to saying maybe robots or experts, advisors, they don't work without having to test them, to use them for a longer time and see if maybe they don't work. So what are these indicators, you see, or system indicators, or the ones that we plug on our MetaTrader? Actually, those indicators, they are strategies. But those strategies, they are system that they actually programmed to actually mimic the strategy that maybe you want. Let's say if you are a programmer, you can actually create that strategy to do exactly what you want. If it's a trend line, then the system will show you the trend line. If maybe it's where you want to enter, the system will do that. You see. So the simplest thing to explain indicator, can say actually indicators, it's actually a strategy, but programmed, or it's programmed. Then you, as a program, that you can install that or plug that on your MetaTrader. So that is actually a strategy. So the problem, I think the problem is, we use different strategies. Mostly we learn things different way. We all use different stuff. You know, in the market we use different strategies. So when you get the indicator, let's say you see me selling the indicator, you just want the indicator. But remember, I said that indicator is actually a strategy. You're using a different strategy. You used to use RSIs or whatever that you're using. So when you get that indicator, you plug it, then most of the time, they're going to say, oh, this system is not working, whatever. The reason behind that is you don't actually understand the basic strategy of that indicator. Some will say, oh, the indicator or your indicator, it's repainting. There are reasons behind that. You see, there are reasons behind it. Let's say maybe the market is actually on the resistance and we think maybe the market will break out. If maybe a few candlesticks push higher a little bit, that indicator, it will tell you that, okay, maybe it's time to do what? To buy or to sell. Because it thinks maybe the market is breaking or maybe respecting that area. If the second candlestick comes and change that direction, mostly that arrow or whatever that is going to indicate whether you should buy or sell, it might disappear, because it means the decision now is different. So another thing is, are the repainting indicators and the non-repainting indicators, what's the difference? Or maybe is the repainting ones are bad? I don't think they are bad if you understand what's really happening, because even us as traders, we analyze like that. Sometimes we think maybe the market will respect that area, then we start to place our sell pending orders. Then guess what? The market touches our order and push back. So it means, yes, that decision to say we were supposed to sell, it's cancelled. And even the system also did the same thing, shows you should sell, then after that the market pushes up. Then it has to repaint and change that. I don't think it's bad. The bad thing is when you don't actually understand the market structure. When you don't actually see what's really happening. But once you understand what's really happening on the market, once you understand that, okay, I need a system that works with this type of a strategy, like I like to use trends lines, you see. So if I get a system indicator, or like let's say indicator, obviously, I need something which is going to respect the trend lines, maybe even the breakout, you see. But I'm not just going to follow everything the indicator is telling me. Remember that it's system, actually. It doesn't see exactly what's really happening. It doesn't know that there's news. It doesn't know that there's economic news. So you should be there to help that. If maybe you know what to do, if you already know how to analyze and you have a system, I think yes, that can help, because now you no longer go back, try to do through the trend lines, do all these things. Why? Because the system can do that for you. You're just there to take the decision whether I should wait, whether I should take the trade, or maybe I should relax or do something. I hope you see that. So this concludes maybe to say, if you don't know how to analyze the market, if you don't really have a strategy that you're using, I don't feel like using a system indicator is for you, because you're just going to follow each and every signal that you get from that, and most of the time things might not go well, and at the end of the day you're going to say these things are not working, this thing is not working, whatever. But guess what? Even yourself, you are not consistent. So it means you can't just blame the indicators if maybe they don't show you the right information. But that is actually the right information. But that information is not complete. It's complete when you add your knowledge, your experience, with whatever that you get on the indicator, and that makes you to get some very nice results, because now your job is quite easy. You just plug that, leave it there. Once you see something, mostly they will notify you. Most indicators, they will notify you. You see, they will ring a bell or something to see if maybe it reached certain area as a support or resistance, something like that. You see, so yes, I'm going to show you two indicators that I'm going to share here on the screen, so you will see how they operate. I will just try to actually to explain them. You see, they will show you the entry, where you should sell, where you should buy, whether you should wait, also the trend. You see, so yeah, we'll be going on that screen actually, but I hope this maybe cleared everything. So I can also maybe add something about the robots. Are the robots actually working? I can say yes, if you understand how to use them. Try them, retest them, you see. Try to tweak where you're supposed to change. The lot sizes, all those things. So when you have the indicator or maybe a robot, it's your job to actually know the risk. Use a proper lot size. It's like you actually. It's a system which is going to trade for you. So, but indicators mostly, let's say indicators, they are manual indicators. They just show you where you should buy. Then your job actually, if maybe you understand how to analyze, your job is to do what? Is to use a proper lot size and a proper stop loss. Only those two. Only those two. Then you just wait for the market to do, and you just wait for the system to analyze everything. It's quick, few seconds. That's what I like. This is what I like about systems. Once you plug them, they will show you everything. The apps, the way you should maybe think about selling, whatever. So it means it collects the very important information. Some of the information maybe you were not able to identify or to detect that on the chart by yourself. And that, if you combine that with your knowledge, that can give you some very nice, very nice trades. So I'm going to share actually two on the screen, two system indicators or signal indicators, which I'm going to sell them, both of them, for $100 for only people who already understand how to trade, understand some certain strategy. You see, these indicators actually, they following the trends. If you follow the trends, that's great. That's great. $100, two of them, for those people who actually need them. If you don't need them, please don't bother me. Don't call me if this thing is painting, this thing is painting, whatever. Don't ask me such questions. But for your answer, yes, they don't actually repaint. But if maybe it's where it's supposed to take or give you the information, yeah, sometimes you might see an error before that candlestick close. Once the candlestick close, maybe far, let's say maybe there's news or maybe some aggressive move. If the market moved far from where it was supposed to close, maybe let's say a few minutes it was around 10, let's say maybe it's where the market is, then when it closes around 25, maybe whatever area or level, that obviously is going to change. But 90% of the time, they're not going to be those repaints. So I hope maybe I explained that for you. It's weekend. I hope maybe everyone's going to enjoy everything. This is Kenzo. Let's go on the screen. So I'm going to explain that for you. Thank you. Yes, I hope you did watch the first video about indicators. I was just explaining how indicators work. So indicators is just a strategy actually, but in a form of a program, right? So for those who wants to join the team, they know what to do. Check the contacts there. You can talk to me. So as an indicator, actually, indicator is something like that looks like that structure there in my background. So let me just try to do something like this. I think maybe this will work. I hope you see that. That is actually an indicator. It's something that is going to tell you what you need actually to know whether you're supposed to buy around these areas, or maybe now it's time to sell. I think, yeah, I plugged this thing on your NASDAQ. You see, so this is the difference actually between the way you do the analysis and the way system does. System, instantly you just get everything very, very quick. So this is the ones that I'm using. I'm using this one, where it is, okay? Is this one here, and also this one here. So I will just make sure I remove this. So I want to show you something. This one is the one that I use. Why I use this one? It's because I use trends. So this one can easily show me the trends, and I can easily see that, oh, the market is still what? The market is still going down. This one is the one that maybe you can plug on USOIL, on gold, and maybe other pairs, maybe other pairs. So let me show you when you plug it to different stuff. So let me say maybe I want to see what's really happening on German 40. You can see that instantly already I get something like this. You can start to see that, okay, now you start to see that the market is actually going down. You also get where you're supposed to do what, where you're supposed to sell, and where you're supposed to buy. But as you follow the trend, you will actually understand what's really happening. So the other one that I use is actually this one. So it's called order block. So on this one, everything's quite easy. Let me try to load again. I want to load this thing very quick. Yeah, I did load, and then let's see what we get. This is German. Let's see. I can easily see that around this area, I was supposed to do what? I was supposed to sell. Plus, I also get this sort of a resistance. You can see the market is creating something like that. And around this area, we can see it's a low. And if it's broken, obviously, it's going to show me whether maybe we continue to sell. I will show you what will happen. You can see around this area, it's where I was supposed to do what? I was supposed to keep selling. But just because we already far from that, the market won't show me, the system won't show me. It's showing me the current move on this different indicator. Okay, let me show you that again. The first one is actually this one. This is the first one that I have tried to show you. You can easily see what's really happening. Let me try to load maybe gold on this one so that you can see. We can easily see that firstly, we can identify this as a downtrend, and the market already drawn that. And we see that around this area, it's where we were supposed to do what? To keep selling, as the market was showing us these areas. But still, I'm going to explain more if you want the system. I said two of this system, it's actually $100. Get them because they're going to help you. But remember, if you already know what you're doing, it's better to have these tools, because sometimes you can have these tools, but at the same time, you don't actually know what you're doing. It means that you're not going to profit from them. So the second one is actually this. I already showed you that. So let me clear this. So this one is actually, it's actually very clean. And what I love about it is on this side, you also get the trend. The trend is telling you that you should sell only. And when we check the time there, it's telling you that on an hour, the market is actually going down. Even on 4 hours, the market is going down. If you're not supposed to do anything, the system is going to tell you, just stop, don't do anything. There's no trade. But now we see that the market is downtrending, and the market is telling us to do what? It's telling us to keep pushing lower. I hope you see that. I hope maybe you see that. Yeah, but it's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If you seriously want this, you can get the system. It's fine. If it's two of them, it's $100. If you want to enjoy these systems, just WhatsApp me, Telegram me, or maybe if you want to be part of the team, you can just let me know on the contacts. You can see the contacts there. So I just wanted to explain what's really happening with the indicators, and thank you very much. So summary actually, or maybe let's say conclusion. Do indicators work? Yes, they do work, only when you understand, or only when they use quite similar strategies that you're using. Or if maybe you're using different things, let's say maybe you're familiar with trends, lines and breakouts, and maybe you're using RSI, or maybe you're using the moving averages, exponential and stuff like that. Sometimes they will just confuse you. Find indicators which they align with the way you trade. But if you get someone who can explain much better these indicators that I'm trying to show you here, what I know is most of the time they're going to be way too simpler for you. They're just going to be way too simpler for you. Even if maybe you are still a newbie in this, I think you're gonna get them like everything's going to be easier for you to understand. You see, mostly it's going to be easy for you. So let's hope maybe if you want the system, let me know. I can, with $100, I can share that with you. I think it's easy. It's easy. You can just plug, then you can start to get the signals instantly. But when you understand what you're doing, you're gonna profit from that. So thank you very much. Tomorrow we're gonna have our weekly analysis. I hope maybe everything's gonna be fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.